I did when I was 18, I'm not going to be able to do when I'm 48. You know what I mean? But I know that I'm going to constantly have that mindset where you're improving, you're evolving, and you're trying to, jump on a different challenge.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I am the greatest. I have a dream.
Link, I'm coming for you.
Guys, welcome to episode number 9 of the BT Ground Zero podcast. If you do find any value out of the show, we don't have any paid ads or anything like that. So if you do find any value, please like, share, follow, or subscribe, and let's get all the information out to our community. So, guys, in today's episode, we've got Josh and Noah, and we'll be chatting with Noah, who's just completed 75 hard. And we'll dive into the mindset that won't accept any bullshit excuses. So welcome, Noah.
Hey guys.
Welcome. It's exciting. It's good.
Yeah.
It is.
It's good, man.
Excited.
Mate, we've been mates for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Josh has been mates with you
Yeah,
probably
he's
since nappies.
Yeah, same street. We grew up in the same street.
Pretty much
Mascot.
since nappies, yeah.
And what we want to do is dive into your life. Okay. See, obviously you played representative high level rugby league.
Yeah, long time ago.
And we just want to find out a little bit of your journey, and then we'll get into the last couple months of what you've been doing with your program. That's really a tough program to master. So, mate, if you can, Noah, just give us a little insight. Like, how old were you when you started playing footy? What got you there? What were some of your influences?
I started playing footy when I was young. It was just a sport to go to. I don't remember. There was no soccer. There was no AFL. Nothing like that. It was just all rugby league.
Was it in Sydney or Newcastle?
No. I was born in Newcastle, then moved here to Mascot, same street as Josh. Yeah. And it was Doherty Street. Yeah. It was about 12 years old. They introduced the Junior Bunnies program. And we were the first ones. So you played 12, 13, and then it was like a pathway into Harold Matthews.
Yep.
So it was about 12 years old. We got the first taste of like going to training, feeling like because you got all the gear and stuff like that, and so
like a development squad.
Yeah. So it was like probably 12 years old, and ever since then.
Did you enjoy it, mate? Did you, from the word go? Did you?
Oh, I enjoyed footy because it gave me mates and that, and it gave me and made me proud because I wasn't very good at school, and I wasn't all the way till I finished school. I wasn't very, but playing sport, rugby league was good. It was easy, and I made myself proud, like doing something that other people couldn't do. So that was a kind of an accomplishment and doing little things even at a young age. So getting picked for rep teams and that felt good, and
your family was proud, all that type of stuff.
So that's pretty much, and then. That was a leadway into like higher levels when we've done all the like Matthews SG ball and then obviously all the way to the first grade when South got back in the comp. So that's pretty much how it kind of just unfolded.
You hit first grade, played a couple first grade.
Yeah, played a couple, but just different time back then too. Like I was just doing enough, just to be there. I wasn't. If you just had to train 3 times, 4 times a week, I was just training 3, 4 times a week. So nah. I had to do extras, but I was forced because I was always in the fat squad.
What were you weighing? No, you were in pretty good shape, man.
My playing weight was 108 kilos.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I was about 2002 or 2003. Yeah.
What did you do for the 2 years when South were at the comp again?
When they were out of the comp, I got a couple of offers to go to Roosters, Balmain, and there was another Sydney club. I wasn't sure, but because I didn't really take it really, really serious, I worked in a plumbing shop for a couple of years.
I remember that.
Worked in a plumbing shop there.
We used to go training afterwards, yeah.
So I just worked in the plumbing shop a couple of years, and then, like I said, just got a phone call from when the South got back to the comp, and you know, that was like an easy way into it. I never really, you know, so again, just because it come easy, I didn't really work hard for it.
Remember playing Lebanon and America?
Yeah, that's right.
Lebanon, America, Redford Oval.
Yeah, it was a coming back south, or bring back south kind of tour kind of thing. So
massive crowd, man, big crowd.
Yeah, Redfern Oval, man. It was a good night.
Very good.
Who like growing up? Obviously, I know from myself, playing sport, I always idolised people that were in front of me or at the top of their sport, mate. Did you have anyone that you used to look up to and want to be like?
Yeah, I like Ian Roberts a lot.
Wow, he's a
he was at Manly.
What a tough.
Yeah, he was already at Manly at this time, but I drew a liking to him because not only was he a good player, a tough player, but
he had nice biceps.
I knew he'd come from Mascot as well. He was a Mascot junior, so that's what made me like him even more. And then I never told anyone heaps, but because you know how he was homosexual and all that.
Yeah,
so back then you were like bit tough. You're like, oh, you can't like a gay person, you know, like. So I kept that quiet to myself for a lot of years, you know. And
it wasn't really tough for him, was it?
Well, no, yeah, man.
Skillful.
So he was one I kind of looked up to, or like trying to mimic like how I played, just to that toughness and also he had a good body too, man. I was like, man,
he's a cunt. Mate, I used to train at the university. They used to have a gym at the uni, and I used to rock up, and mate, he'd be training next to me, and I'd be like, look at the fucking size of this bloke.
He's a monster,
a gentleman and a half, mate. Lovely bloke, and mate, it just goes to show like how times change. You know, like back then, you wouldn't want to like a gay guy, but mate, I'll tell you now, like I got there's plenty of gay people in our community, and mate, I've got some of my best mates are gay. Some of them are even transgender. You know, mate, I got a very, very different outlook of when it was back in the 80s and 90s of how
my mind's fully changed about all that kind of stuff. You know, like, but like I said, it was that macho that stance that it was, like always had to show your toughness, or
100%.
if and then plus you're always afraid of what other people might say if you did say that, so I was always frightened,
I'm sure they feel the same way, because I'm no doubt they didn't come out of the closet or were open with their homosexuality while they were playing, especially like a violent type of sport, contact sport like rugby league or boxing or whatever they do, so.
And being tough is being accepting as well, it's accepting other people who they are and everything, and being comfortable within your own skin.
Yeah, so different type of toughness, it's a different type of courage.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely.
Mate, and how did, obviously Mascot, there's a lot of Polynesian, Tongan background. Yeah. A lot of Polynesians around.
Yeah, there's a lot around now. Yeah.
There's some awesome players have come out of Mascot, Polynesian or not Polynesian. Did you find that you had some influence? You had some influence on yourself from other Polynesians that may have made it, and also have you found that other younger Polynesians coming through the ranks have looked up to you as well?
Look, I'm not 100% sure if they've been looking up to me. But there wasn't a whole heap of Polynesians kind of when I was younger. Yeah. There was a couple playing NRL, maybe there was one for St. George, I remember. I'm not sure his name, but you always look up to them. You draw them, attention to them, but there wasn't a whole heap. But the younger kids coming through now, I'd like to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure because, I just try to be a good person, or just try to set an example that way to the younger kids, Polynesian, not Polynesian, and I learned that probably from you two guys, like seeing how you guys are, and it's like just being good guys. Don't have to be good at anything, but just being a nice, kind, gentle, helping, and it's probably like something I would lean towards more, trying to be,
Well, it just shows being a family man, mate.
Definitely, mate.
Beautiful family there.
Lovely.
Hey?
Yeah, they are.
Took a couple.
That's the greatest achievement, isn't it?
It is, man. Saved my life, that lady there.
Yeah, took a couple sneaky photos off Instagram to put up there.
Would you say that? Saved your life?
Yeah, 100%, man. She has.
That's a big
great
call,
girl.
man.
Yeah. Shout out to Stace.
Sunshine, yeah.
Nice work. And Ziggy, mate, newest.
Yeah, addition to the
newest addition.
Yeah. She's young Zayden there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, man. Look, we've known you for a long time. You've been a part of the botany VT community. We're not here to plug VT. We just want to try and get some info out to everyone and understand what it takes to not to put your mindset in a position where it doesn't accept bullshit excuses and won't accept anything except success. So, recently you undertook a challenge which is called the 75 Hard Project. It was the inspiration of the 55 Tough project that we ran a few years ago, and that we will continue to run. A little bit different. Can you tell us what got you to push you over the edge to take something on like that? Obviously, you finished a couple of days ago, mate, successfully. Can you just give us a rundown of what it's all about and what got you to push you over the edge and jump into it, mate?
Well, firstly, the reason I was attracted to it because it's a mental challenge.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with physical, like that got nothing to do with changing your body or you want to lose weight. It had nothing to do with that. And I think that's something that
for you personally.
For me personally, I think that's something that always attracted me to challenges was lose weight, look good. It was a different way of approaching it. So when I listened, he has his own podcast too.
Andy Frisella.
Yeah.
If anyone enjoys podcasts, mate, Andy Frisella is a no bullshit kind of guy, hard ass approach,
That's
and
right,
just
man.
speaks the truth.
Yeah,
mate.
there's no bullshit, and so that's what attracted to me because it was about your mind. And one thing about me, I've noticed that I kept saying I'll do it tomorrow. I know I can do it. I know I've done it. I know I've been there. I've played the highest level rugby league, so I know I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah.
But I kept saying I'll do it tomorrow. Oh no, this is coming up. Oh, I've got a birthday next week. Oh, I've got this. Oh no, you know what? I'll do this. Oh no, I've got to cook dinner.
I'll wait till Monday.
Monday.
Start on Monday.
Oh no, I've got to go. I told my mum I'll go pick up groceries. I kept making excuses, and it's been building up for years and years. And I turned 40 earlier this year, and I said, mate,
40 years and 86 days.
84.
84 days. 84. That's we did say our research, and it says your exact age on
40 years, 84 days.
40 years and 84 days. Man.
Yeah, these are good. So I said, you know what? I know what I'm capable of inside myself, and it's time to actually show that again. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what got me started on the 75 hard, and man, it's an emotional roller coaster ride. The whole 75 days. You know. So it's anyone out there listening, man. If you're looking for something to do, I think you got to start with your mind, and this is the program to do it, man. This is the 75 tough or 75 hard, because it will change your life seriously, man.
And I think that's, mate, I'm proud of you.
Man.
Mate, I swear, mate, not that I never doubted you, not at all, but to just know that what you've done and you've stuck to it, you've gone through the whole process. And how much weight have you lost?
18 kilos.
18 kilos.
Yeah.
And I spoke to you the other day, and how much strength did you lose?
None.
Mate,
So,
you'll be stronger.
Yeah,
We'll
probably.
see you tomorrow. The rest of it. No, but mate, and the thing, I think one of the key things you just mentioned then, though, was that there's never a perfect time to start.
Nah.
You know what I mean? There's never a perfect time to start, you know what I mean? Anything you want to do in life. And even at this particular time with what we're all going through, the whole world, we're faced with adversity, we're faced with little setbacks and things we've got to overcome. But you know what? Every single generation that has lived, has come before us, there's something they've got to overcome. Mm-hmm. Every single person, a lot of our families have come here from another country, or even the people that have been here, they've gone to war, but everybody's had to overcome something. So if the hardest thing you can do to yourself is put yourself through 75 days of sacrifice and commitment and to improve yourself, what a privilege, mate. It's such a good thing, mate. And mate, I know I'm proud of you. You know, mate, it's so good to see, mate. You know, I can't wait to hit 100 kilos.
Yeah, mate. Just to give people, everyone a rundown of what 75 hard is.
Yeah. So you got to train twice a day, 45 minutes. With that training session, one has to be outdoors.
Yeah, and it's
So-
outdoors, so like because you're not in control of the elements.
That's
You can't make that
that's
excuse if it's
yeah.
pissing down rain.
That's the method behind it.
Yep.
So 45 minutes. All I done was go for a 45-minute walk. When I got the back end of it, I was doing a 45-minute run.
Yep.
So I went from a slow walk to kind of a quick walk, and I end up running all the way from. I used to get dropped down past near the cemetery because I'm on the Garbos, and they go to tips. I used to get them drop me to the cemetery at Coogee up the hill. Then I run all the way back to Bondi. That's where I got to the point when it was like so
And
that
plenty
was
of hills as well.
yeah, hills and stairs. So
Far out.
that's the journey I took from just going from a walk around Bondi, what wasn't even getting dropped off, to getting dropped off to the end of Coogee and running back.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You have to
It's
pick a diet of your choice. It doesn't matter what it was, and you stick to it because it's on you.
Yep.
So
You did intermittent fasting, didn't you?
that's the one I chose. Yeah, just because of I thought it'd be best suited for me because of my garbos, my hours.
You felt good, mate? You felt all right?
Yeah.
Energy was good?
The first couple of weeks was tough,
Yeah.
just because the fasting period. But now I do it like it's like a walk in the park.
Yeah,
Like it's
nice.
you have to read a book. 10 pages a day.
Yeah.
You can't read any novels, so no Harry Potter, no
Yeah.
no 50 Shades of,
You've read that already. You can't read it 4 times. 3's enough.
So you got to read self-development, or if you're in business, or if you read a business book, or personal trainer, read something like that. I'm currently on my 6th book.
In 75 days?
Yeah.
Fast.
So-
How good's
Yeah.
that? That's fantastic.
Yeah, I started. I was very slow at the start. I'm still slow now, but I find like reading 10 pages really easy now.
Yeah.
I get-
It's easy when you're reading Clifford the
Yeah.
Big Red Dog, you know?
Pop up.
It's only got 4 pages. Got to read it 3 times.
So yeah, I'm on my 6th book at the moment. And there's what else is there?
Water.
Water, yeah, got
Water
a
intake,
a
yeah.
gallon, which is equivalent to 3 point something like. I just drink 4, just round it off, so 4 litres a day.
That's
Lot of
tough,
water,
man.
That's
That's
a lot
tough.
of water. Far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it is tough too, but like I said, I'm back and I'm past it now, and I do like currently now. I've done about 2.5, nearly 3 litres already today.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
How many times you go to the toilet to piss?
Throughout the day, I'll probably go a few times, but what I found, everyone's different, but what I found, I drink all my water quick, and I get to about, say, 3-4 in the afternoon, and I just taper right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't go to the
Probably
toilet.
smarter, eh? You
I
better
don't go to
do
the
that.
bathroom at night. So everyone will find their own little ways.
Way to make it work.
Water, is that? I think there's one
Yeah.
more.
I think there is a couple more
There's-
things.
There is,
Maybe you sent
but
me the-
that's in phase 2, phase 1.
Yeah,
phase
I'm
2
actually
and
on
phase 3.
day 2, phase 1. I'm in. at
So
the
what's the
moment.
difference now? Like, where do you go? Like in phase 1, what's
So phase 1, it's
Cold
exactly
showers?
it's exactly the same. You do the same as the
50,
75,
yeah.
but then they've added on 3 new tasks, which is a power list. A power list is 3 things you got to do.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
the Andy Frisella power list is fantastic.
Yeah.
mate.
It's
He's
awesome.
got it for business as well.
Yeah. You just got to add 3 because it's 5 of them he already has in the 75 heart.
Yeah.
So you just add 3 more, which is you can't get it mixed up with habit or
Yeah.
a goal. It's got to be something that you got to do that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-minute cold showers.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done one today already.
Underneath for 5 minutes.
5 minutes cold shower, and it's a 10-minute visualization, which I didn't really understand, but he explains it. It's like a vision board is probably the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah.
So I created my vision board. I put up car, like destinations. I put family. I put golf.
Yeah.
It just so it's a vision board. It's 10 minutes of visualizing just your life, and so they're the 3 tasks you got to add on to the 75.
I love the vision board, man.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Oh, mate,
So,
I've never done a vision board.
yeah.
Now I've got, I've had affirmations
Yeah.
like growing up. My walls, remember my wall at home, my room, in my bedroom
Yeah.
at home, were full of affirmations. So I sort of I got into that early, and I realised that. But as we've spoken about a lot, Troy, about having I know in my head I got a vision, but I like that, man, like having a vision. But I think it's such it dictates how you live your life each day. Like if that vision is really important to you, and it's something you really want to live by, or that code of conduct that we've spoken about.
Code of conduct. I love that, mate.
Yeah, man. Like
Josh,
that.
just to let everyone know, like the other day, Josh sent myself and some of the other staff something that he'd found. Was it?
Yeah, it's just stuff I read, but it's like something I try to live by, like as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not every day, but.
So I know, like a lot of workplaces, sporting teams, and other places, have a code of conduct.
Yeah.
But even I never kind of said, what's my code of conduct? I mean, what is my code of conduct? Like, if you have a code of conduct for yourself, if you can stick to it at work, or stick to it, with a sporting team, if you, have a code of conduct with them, why shouldn't you have one for yourself? Because, I think that's where it all starts.
Yeah.
Hold yourself to a certain standard and stick to it.
Mate, you got to, man.
Yeah.
We don't got to, but you got to. If it's something you feel like you're going to benefit from, and it's going to help you achieve your potential as a husband, as a father, as a business owner, as a friend, I feel like why not? You know what I mean? Like it's it's good. I really like it.
Yeah, I love it. Noah, like I know from when we've run 55 Tough in the past, I started like, a couple of weeks before everyone, because I knew the feeling that you were going to get from the accomplishment. You couldn't dream up, you couldn't bullshit your way through. After completing 75 hard, you would have had different stages and felt different things along the way. Can you just give us an idea of like how did it feel? Like the first couple of weeks, you said it was hard.
Yeah.
But what were you going? Were you thinking, is this for me? Can I last? And did you have self-doubt?
First couple of weeks is it gets hard, but you're in like an excitement stage where you're like, man, I want to do this, man. This is what I want to do, and that the hype, all the excitement and the I'm G'd up to do this, and then that kind of fades, and then that's when it gets really like tough, because then you start doubting yourself. Oh fuck, can I really do this? Like, oh, here I go.
Yeah, I've got the boy birthday party.
Yeah, because everyone around, because I didn't tell many people, but I just told those who were going to be around me enough to kind of keep me accountable. And then when they kind of go quiet as well, and then it's just you and the task ahead of you.
That's it.
But then when you do it once, it's like, oh, I done it yesterday. I can do it again. Like, for example, it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and I'd forgotten to do my outdoor workout. And then my partner, Sunshine, was like, have you done your workout yet today? I was just like, got up, already had a shower, already had dinner. It was 9:30 at night, had walked around the streets for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
and I was just going. But then the next day, because I'd done it already the night before, it was so tough in the night time, it was that little bit easier to do it again. It didn't matter what time it was. I was just like, I'll just go do it now.
Yeah.
So that middle period kind of kick-started me to give me like another fire in the belly to go,
That's right.
fuck, I could do this. Like,
Yeah, man.
I've done it like the worst time.
Man. Doing a bit of resilience.
Yeah.
And then that kept going, and then, like I said, there's a bit in, because I've got the book as well, 75 Hard book. He calls it God mode, and nothing can stop you. It's just like you just, it's before 11 o'clock, you've already done like 4 of the tasks.
Yeah, man.
And it's just like, and it's easy. It becomes like that, like easier where you feel like, as he says, a God mode. You just like go, I can't believe it. Like, look at this. That's me.
Yeah.
You know? And then that point too, that's when people start noticing appearances. And then they start saying, "Oh, you look good," or "What have you been doing? You lost a bit of weight," or this, all that kind of stuff comes with that back end of the program, and you come out like flying, like, and then
Food for Fitness are developed to inspire health and fitness. Designed and prepared by professional chefs, Food for Fitness makes healthy food effortless and satisfying. We offer top quality, sustainable nutritional food with premium proteins, lower GI carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats Choose from a range from our bulk packs, signature meals, and customized meal plans.
Like even now, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh.
Hey, look, boy, you look younger, mate. You look younger. You
He's
look
Benjamin Button. Reverse aging.
So yeah, there's like little.
Oh, it's fantastic. And you're right, man. Like, can I ask you, mate, like, is this something you'll do forever? Is this something you'll stick to?
Man, like the way I feel now, it's something I want to implement for the rest of my life. Like it's
Code of conduct, mate.
It has to be because why would I want to go back to 135 kilos? Like,
Nah.
Like that's me carrying my 2-year-old daughter all day, every day.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
You know, she's little Ziggy. She's like 18 kilos. She's almost 3.
Get her on 75 hard.
But you know, like I go running sometimes with the sprint coach, Roger February. But you know, he even said to me, he goes, "Why would you go back to like, you know, you've done."
Are you faster? Are you running faster?
Oh,
Are you feeling better?
yeah, I just feel lighter. I feel
lighter,
good.
mate.
Energetic.
But yeah, you know, he said that to me the other day. Why would you want to go back? You look great, mate. You know.
Yeah.
And then you know that I was like, that's so true. What? So this is something that I want to continue because, like I said, I'm in day 2 of phase 1, and there's 3 phases after it. So, but I want to.
Are they 30-day phases?
30-day each phase.
Wow.
Yeah, I
It's
think from looking into it, the first and second phase are just like adding things in. But the third phase, what they've done, and I fucking love what they've done.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. So what they've done, that you have to run phase 1 and then phase 2, then you have to have a 30-day break.
Yeah, minimum.
You have to have a 30-day break.
Yeah.
So then people kind of recognise what creeps back into their life, and then getting back into it is hard again, you know. So
big. So 75 days,
Yeah.
then 30,
Then
30,
30
then,
off.
then 30 off.
30 off,
and then 30 on.
and then
the
30 back on.
So and the idea is to do all of that within 1 year,
One calendar
within
year.
365 days.
Mate, that's big.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah, that's great, mate. I mean, look, it's good, man. I think it's doable, you know. And even if anyone else wants to give it a go, obviously, you know, Noah said he's going to try and implement those, you know, those things into his life. But even if you take a couple of them, even if you just do 1 or 2 of them, you're not always going to be on track. But consistency is going to beat like any sporadic challenge any day of the week,
sure.
mate. You know what I mean? Being
Discipline and consistency, you know. Them two married up, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
man. Big
But
time.
I had a chat with you the other day, and I said, and this was one of the things that I started asking people when we were doing 55 Tough, and they kind of pointed out who was on track and who wasn't, because I knew the feeling. Once I hit, and this was only a 55-day one, we did cold showers throughout, and we had other things like sleeping outside and other things that were going to test your mindset. But once I got, I reckon, to about day 30, I reckon it was about then, if you put a pizza in front of me, there was no way I wasn't even tempted.
Yeah.
You know, and I said to you the other day, Noel, what's the first thing you're going to eat once 75 days is here? And he said, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking of just putting some gravy on my steak. You know? And that, to me, it just shows, it's not something that is the feeling is just fucking, that God mode is just, it's bulletproof. You feel like you want to go forever.
It is, it's the greatest feeling.
Yeah.
Because you get to about day 50 or 45, 50, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to have some McDonald's. Yeah, and then I want to go get some beers. Got to about day 70, and I was like, you know what, I might just go have steak, some heaps of gravy, heaps of chips. I'm not even worried about the alcohol. You know, I'm not even keen on having a drink. And that's the stage, and it's like I'm looking at myself going, who the fuck's this cunt? Sorry. Who the hell is this?
I'll beep it out, it's all good.
Who the hell is this person, you know? And like this morning, my girl come downstairs, and I'm sitting in the lounge room, TV's off. You know, I've got my litre of water next to me. I'm reading Green Light, you know, Matthew McConaughey's Green Light.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, the book you gave me for my birthday. Yeah, I'm halfway through it.
It's good. You enjoy it?
And she comes out, she's like, I don't even know who you are. You know?
Yeah.
So they're little things that, and they're like little victories that I look at myself and say that's the person I want to be. Like I've always like thought about it, always like, you know, I'll get there, I'll do it tomorrow, but after this game, I'll watch this game of golf first, or you know, I'll go out with the lads first. But you know, it's I think the challenge for me after all this is probably getting the balance right. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to be full like obsessed. Like, I don't want to be like not that guy.
It's not obsessed, really, is it, mate? You know, I mean, what you're saying, I'm feeling. I try and live my life like that every day, mate. You know, like, mate, you're gonna get the best out of yourself doing it, mate. You get the best out of yourself, but you'll also give the best to everyone else in the world, mate. Because you're not gonna do it by getting on benders or anything like that, are you, mate? You know,
Well, pleasure to be around too as well. You know, like
yeah, mate. You know, 100%.
so you know, that's also a good thing too. You know, when just being like knowing you accomplish something, but you know, I'm a better partner and better
100%,
brother, you know, better son and that.
Have you found like you inspired me? Okay, honestly, because I was in.
You're gonna start it again, are you?
Mate, so for people that don't know, I started about a week and a half ago, and I was last week. I think it was Friday. I went out until 40th. Just before we got locked down. It was a day of lockdown. Everyone was on the beers, eating pizza and everything, and I stuck to my guns. But I got home that night and I was absolutely rooted. Sat down in front of the telly for like 3 minutes and I go, shit, I have to read 10 pages of my book. But I know I can't even keep my eyes open because I was up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I just go, you know what, I'm going to start again. You know, and I want to use the app this time. So, mate, just some tips that I've found. I know, like in the short time that I did, and I'll go into your tip, both of you guys. Some tips that I found is, like you said, try and get everything done as quick as you can. Like I tried it, like this morning. Like I started again today. I went trained first thing. I've got to the gym at 5, did my workout, and then as soon as I finished, I walked for 45 minutes, came, sculled my water, try and get my couple of litres in before lunchtime. But I find I go to the toilet a dozen times. Now I'm going to try and read my book before lunchtime as well, because I know that I absorb it.
What are you reading?
At the moment, I'm trying to get my finance IQ up. So I'm reading, it's a pretty basic book, but it's the Barefoot Investor.
Oh, yeah,
but,
it's good.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, I just like keep learning. You know, that's the idea. What do you find? What do you think are some tips if people are going to try this or even implement something into their life that's similar? What do you think is some helpful tips that'll help them get them across the line?
For me, it was a support group, so letting my partner know what I was doing.
Yeah.
My sisters know as well. Like, so when I go around home and all that, they're going to entice me with cakes and anything like that.
Yeah, taro.
And
horse.
and doing this challenge, I've got my sister, who's a member here, Siosi, she's on it.
She's on fire.
My cousin, she's here as well, Sarah.
Yeah.
She's on it as well. My 2 other sisters are going to jump on as well.
Mana, what about Mana?
Hey,
She's gone, mate.
Yeah, Mana.
Mana's always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
Mana's
So my
always a hard
sisters are
worker.
going to all jump on the 75. But if you get a support group around you, so they know what's happening, it's easier, because then they can kind of carry some of the weight at home.
Feed off each other's energy.
And little things like cooking and stuff like that. Like she'll know, like, oh, I've got to do that, so she'll carry some of the weight at home, just that touch a little bit more, so I can do my tasks.
Yeah.
But you find that when you get through your tasks, you find the shift change, where you're doing more at home.
Yes.
And then to your tasks as well, you know.
100%.
So support is probably one of my big ones, and people just got to have faith in the program, because Andy Frisella talks about people who are already slim or in good shape will be able to see results in, say, 10, 20 days or something. Yeah. People like myself who are really overweight, you won't see nothing till the end. So you got to have faith in the program, and it's not till the end, because sometimes you can cut it short and go, I'm not doing anything, and you're just out, you know.
Of course, mate.
So that got me a lot, to have faith in the program and just keep going for the task.
Trust the process, mate.
Trust the process, and you'll see the results. And then, like I said, I saw the results probably day 70.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't see it day 30,
You
day
couldn't,
50.
but everyone else. I
everyone
saw it. We
else
saw
could,
it a
man.
lot earlier.
Yeah. So faith is just have faith in the program, or have faith in, like, you know, and like coming here to Valley too. That was like a big thing as well. You know, that you guys that helped me out here, Billy and Hammy, Showtime Hamilton, the Caveman. You know, the trainers here
Two
also
great
help.
coaches, mate.
You know,
Real good coaches. Yeah.
So like you said, trust that process.
Yeah, mate.
You know, so they're my two tips. Just have faith, but also have a support network around you.
Yeah,
Fair call,
for
man.
sure.
Very fair call.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I think having that code of conduct, you know, and sticking
Definitely,
to it.
mate.
Like one thing that I noticed when I've done like things that I've, you know, it definitely makes you proud of yourself.
Yeah.
And for me, like I went through like in having that structure, I would first of all I would have a structure with my training. You have structure with your nutrition. Your mindset is just start going nuts. You know, like your mindset is doing backflips because it's getting this overhaul. I know that I was recovering a lot better, but then I found things like you said, mate. I was going home and helping more around the house than I'd ever helped.
Right, big time.
I would I'm a pretty tidy person, but I would after like 2 or 3 weeks, my undies drawer and my sock drawer and they're fucking mess, you know. But I felt like I was doing a whole clean out of my whole life. I'd pull all the clothes out and make my clothes all in order. I'll put my undies drawers in order and everything and all the integrity and all these good things. Like I felt like my life was structured and in order, and then I had more free time.
Yeah,
you know?
mate, it's true.
I've done that.
Very true.
I've done that the other week.
So
and
you
the
did,
same
mate.
thing. That 2 weeks ago, I took everything out, just refolded, and then
Mate,
put
fold it,
everything
make
aside.
sure it's
Like what I
nice.
want to give to my nephew.
Were they
what I
tidy
think-
before?
Mate, it was just thrown in there. It was like,
Yeah.
I'll do it tomorrow. Throw it in there. I'll do it tomorrow.
Mate, it makes a big difference, man.
Yeah.
So, I would say, just chipping in with what you were talking about, like 6 years ago, it was probably about 6 years ago now, I decided I wasn't going to drink anymore.
How come?
A, because I'm a shit on a drunk, I'm a hopeless drunk.
No, you're not.
Well, no, but, mate, true, like, I didn't.
You didn't like yourself.
I didn't,
when you
mate.
drink.
I didn't. You know what I mean? I just thought, you know, I'm not trying to be. I'm not a teetotaler. I'm not sitting here trying to. I never really talk about it either.
Yeah.
I never say it to any. And I don't drink and all this and it's bad and shouldn't do it. But I've got to be honest with you. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made was to stop drinking because I couldn't have possibly done any more than I'd done on the drink. I've been drinking since I was since a young kid, man. Like 13 years of age, I think I had my first drink maybe. And I thought to myself, you know what?
I was probably with you. I was probably stole it off my old man. Sorry, mate.
Mate, you know what? I remember stealing it off me out of my dad's drawer. Anyway, that's another story. But I've got to say one thing that made it so worthwhile was in the end. So it took years, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like I probably missed out on a lot of nights out, a lot of different things. But my youngest daughter said to me, I've never seen Daddy drink. Daddy doesn't drink. All other dads drink. I'm not bagging anyone. I'm not sitting there bagging. When my daughter said that to me, I was like, I made everything worthwhile. When she said that to me, and, you know, like it made her, the day had noticed, it just reinforced my belief that they watch what we do, mate. So all that, the good food that I eat and the healthy lifestyle I promote and all that type of stuff, if no one else listens to me or takes notice, at least my kids do, mate, you know what I mean?
Kids do.
Yeah, man, and that made it so worthwhile, mate. So I'm not saying I'll never have a drink again, you know, maybe at Noah's wedding. No, I won't do that, yeah. But no, I just think, that was my little thing, mate. Yeah, no alcohol. It's been 6 years and I can't see myself ever touching it again. And, so that was it.
That's good, man.
Well, it made it worthwhile when she said that to me. Certainly made it worthwhile.
Mate, to be honest, like I know I've said it to you many times. We just said how proud of Noah we are, but mate, I'm proud of you as well, Josh. And
mate, likewise
to be honest,
man.
like for probably 15 years, you're a couple one or 2 years younger than a year younger than me.
Younger.
But mate, I've always looked up to you, you know, because the structure that you have led your life with and the discipline, it's something to envy, mate. And like I know I'm not there yet, You know, I still have a drink. No, and I don't think there's anything wrong with
No,
having a
not
drink
at
as
all.
long as you're in control and you're not. You know, it doesn't change what you do in your life with. You know, it doesn't affect other parts of your life, or you don't fucking hurt anybody. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Will I get drunk again? Probably not, mate. I don't like myself when I'm drunk. You know, I enjoy just having a drink and enjoying it. But like the discipline that you set, and if anyone hasn't seen, Josh wrote a little blog that we've got on our website to do with structuring your nutrition. It just shows how structured he is, and also the kind of way that he's open to everything, you know, because it should be, you know, a slow carb diet or paleo, or you should only do strength work, you should only do conditioning. Josh likes to instill little bits of everything and make whatever he's done work for him, but he's rigid with his structure. Now, only something come to mind when we opened the ride gym, myself and Billy and Josh went up to the shopping centre ride to get some lunch, and Josh said, "Oh, just grab a coffee." And I go, "You hungry?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, Come. We went to the Indian place, mate.
Butter chicken story.
This Indian makes the best butter chicken. The best buttered chicken. Honestly, I'm a sucker for butter chicken. This joint is the best. It's in the shopping centre.
Cheese and garlic
Billy's
naan.
like, we ran up to this thing. Well, come on, Josh. And Josh come up to the window. We go, "Josh, let's get some butter chicken." He's going, "Nah, I'm good." He goes, "You reckon?" Okay, and he's like eyeing it out and he's thinking. He's like, Josh, for anyone who doesn't know, Josh's cheat day is on a Sunday, but the rest of the week he's structured. And we were trying to twist his arm and pretty much shove the fork down his throat, and he wouldn't budge, mate. And it's hat off.
Nah, and I appreciate you saying that too, boys. But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things in you two that I admire and look up to as well. And we've been friends for a long time, so you know, it's. I think the thing with me and that sort of, if you call it rigidness or structure, all that type of stuff, I just felt like there was a stage in my life, and I've sort of, and you boys obviously know me better than most, but I had to do it. Like I felt like to get anything out of my life or to achieve anything, I had to do it. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like that's evolving too, guys. That'll keep evolving in life, because what I did when I was 18 is not going to be what I do when I'm 48, you know what I mean? But I know that I'm going to constantly have that mindset where you're improving, you're evolving, and you're trying to, you know, jump on a different challenge or do something different, or so. Yeah. I think it's what you make of it, guys, you know? It's what you make of it, truly.
Just quickly, Niggs, you say, like, you know, you are what you eat, you know? How important do you think the training and the nutrition and everything is to your mental state? Like, do you feel like you're in a better place mentally? Like you're not going through such hardships and dwelling on things as well?
Yeah, it's so important. Like what you eat, because after doing the challenge, when I broke it down, the only thing really different to how I was living my life anyway was the no alcohol and my nutrition.
Yeah,
I was still training, not twice a day, but I was training. I was, you know, wasn't reading the book, sorry, but the other little aspects was already kind of there. You know what I mean? Just eating and the alcohol, man, wasn't that a fucking difference, man?
How much alcohol were you drinking?
Look, sometimes I wouldn't drink for a couple of weeks, but when I did drink, it was a bit.
Give it a nudge.
It was it was a bit, you know. It was like, but then that everything just depletes the rest of the next 3-4 days for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'd eat badly for a couple of days, and then don't want to do anything.
Get back into it.
Don't want to do anything. Get lazy.
It's a vicious cycle.
Lazy around the house.
Yeah,
then a couple of arguments, maybe sometimes, not all the time, but you know, just, and then bad mood swings. It's mate, so important. Like just what you eat and just make you like how you feel as well.
Yeah,
you know, everyone's been through that stages, you know, but it's now the test is make it in my life now, make it a lifestyle, you know, because you go through those 20 days, you do it good, you feel great, and then you kind of plateau and you go back to your normal way how you were. Yeah. So I think that's like the trap, you know.
I think having that support network, especially with us and your sisters on board, mate, I think it's going to you're going to give
Big
yourself
time.
a big chance of success, mate.
And
So,
mate, you're influencing them as well, mate. Like you're leading, you know what I mean? You're leading, you're showing them the way to live, man. It's true, mate. They're going to follow you and do what you know, do what you do, mate. Definitely.
all right, we'll pretty much wrap it up. But Josh has prepared a few little questions for you.
Yeah,
just
man.
to spice up the end of the show.
Just a little bit of a laugh at the
Before
end.
we go,
Before we go.
it was Nat and Jetty's podcast.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I watched it. And I remember watching it and going, man, I want to get on that podcast. and I was thinking to myself, how do I get on there? I don't offer anything. There's nothing I do.
What do you mean?
And then I was just like, but then going through the 75 hard thing, they talk about like all this kind of stuff, putting stuff out into the universe, being good, something's going to come back.
Yeah.
And I was just like thinking the other day, going, fuck, it's come true.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wish something, I kind of visualised it, but I didn't know how I was going to get there.
Yeah.
If I didn't do this program, I wouldn't be sitting here today with you guys.
No way.
Mate.
So I just want to let the listeners,
Well,
the guys,
you
man, it's
might
fucking
have.
true, man.
Well, you
It
wouldn't have
fucking
been-
happens, man.
You
You work
didn't
hard.
Did you read The Secret by any chance?
Nah.
I thought maybe that's...
But, man,
That's another
it's
book
both.
with
Yeah.
yeah,
Man, that spins me out. Now I'm sitting right here, but I was remember watching it, going, "How do I get on there?" But I just said it for the sake of saying it. But,
Yeah.
you know, just working hard and putting stuff out there, and man, things can turn around and come true.
That's it,
You know,
mate.
so
Yeah.
if something like this small can come true, like who else? What else can I dream about now?
100%,
You know what I mean?
mate.
Mate, the sky's the
And
limit, man.
It's freaky, man.
Yeah, your story will inspire people, mate, and they'll
I
take
hope
a little
so, I
bit
hope
from
so.
it. Yeah, they should do, mate. I mean, mate. Like I said, I'm proud of you, man. You did really well, lost a lot of weight. You still got more to go, but
Yeah, no,
that's
still
it,
goes.
Inspired others, including me.
100%. Mate.
Thanks, boys.
All right, let's get these questions
All right,
out of the way.
let's
It's called Six Again.
Six Again.
We all love footy. I've got I should would have got the jersey out.
Let me get the jersey. Do you want to just grab that jersey over there, Noel?
Have the jersey.
We'll get a
Gotta
lighter.
put it out.
Got a lighter?
Arguably one of the greatest football jerseys ever worn.
2020, baby.
There we go. All right, Noah. So, question number 1: favourite food?
Favorite food? Oh,
KFC.
Oh, that's Billy.
look, I do like a McDonald's Big Mac burger. I do. I really do love a Big Mac. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Steamed
nice.
bun.
What about Stevie Annesley's? One of Stevie Annesley's meals. He used to
Oh,
cook, you know?
Stevie, the rissoles, salmon
Oh,
rissoles.
the seven rissoles. The best player you ever played with?
Did I play with you?
Listen, it's all right. You know, the best player you ever played with?
Best player? Man. Probably a bloke named Luke Brannigan, man.
Yeah, Luke.
Luke
Oh,
Brannigan.
Marsland boy, man.
Yeah, Marsland
mate.
boy, yeah.
He was that
Skillful.
guy. Played for
Yeah,
Dragons.
Luke Brannigan, man. He was played a few first grade games, went over to England a lot. He's still
Yeah.
running around, I think, in the country.
Yeah, I think so.
But,
Good halfback.
Bro, yeah, very, very, very talented, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very talented,
Left-
mate. That's
left.
what a great
Yeah.
call.
Great left boot on him. Could make the ball talk.
Wow,
I swear to God.
that's amazing. Good. Who would you love to play? Who was a player that you look at, and I think you might have answered earlier, who that you would have loved to have played with?
Like,
Like another player, like someone you would love to just pack down in a scrum with, like just who's a player you can think
Ian
of?
Roberts.
Ian Roberts. Yeah, I would have liked to play with my little cousin Joey Falamaka a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
man.
Tough boy,
He was-
mate.
Yeah.
Joey boy, yeah,
Joey
Joey was a
Falamaka,
very
man.
tough player.
I would have liked to play a lot more footy with him. He was younger than me. I played a couple of games with him, but yeah, it's someone I would have liked to played probably, got a few solid 2 years with. Tough, man.
He's still down in the mines, SA.
Yeah, he's down in South
Shout
Australia
out
doing
to
his
Joey.
thing. Joey.
Boy.
Yeah.
Who would you like to fold in half? Who would you like to run straight at you and you would just fold them in half?
Nah, no one, man. No one.
Brent Betty.
Yeah, Brent.
Oh, the gimp.
All right.
That just shows how humble he is. No one.
I know.
Mate, I could think of a few people I like to fold in half.
I couldn't do it, but say with Joey. Can I ask you why that would be? Why did you pick Joey? Like, tell me.
He was younger
about
than
his
me.
attribute.
Mate.
He was Joey was another mascot junior.
Yeah, no, mascot kid.
Very, very good player with South.
He's just. I think he was. I liked his mental toughness as a
Yeah.
player.
He's not fearless,
He
wasn't
was,
he, mate?
he was a different person off the field, like
Yeah.
real
Quiet.
quiet, but like clumsy, like silly, like joker. And he stepped on the field, and he's just this beast. You'll be like, is that the same person at the pub drinking with, making jokes and that, you know? And I thought that was something very like brilliant about him. He could like switch over to be this monster on the field.
Interesting, eh?
But then just this like clown off the field.
Yeah.
And even like,
Didn't take himself too serious, or
but
like
he could still play like big minutes as well. And he's a bigger drunk than me. like he was a bigger partier than me, and I'd be like, how can like, you know, like I kind of admired how that switched so quick, you know. So and he was tough as well, man. Good player.
Very much so. Mate, if you had your time again, what's one thing that you would change? If you had your time again whatever area of your life you'd like to think about, what's one thing you'd change?
I'll probably change how I'd take life. Life was always a bit of a joke. Probably take things a bit more serious, because that might have opened a bit more doors for me, a bit more, you know.
In what respect, like learning at school or with your sport? Or?
Like learning at school, like education, I think, would have opened a lot more doors for me, giving me more options. I just saw footy and that was it. And then there was nothing else, nothing to aspire to, you know. I wanted to be a carpenter. It was a bit expensive. So I just chose footy. But it was always a joke. Everything was kind of a joke. Even like life or whatever it was, job, like just everything was kind of just half-hearted, just cruise, you know. They talk about it a lot, just being comfortable. I think if I learned to be more uncomfortable earlier, you know, I could have been probably, not saying have a better life or anything, but maybe more opportunities to probably taking myself a bit more serious earlier in life. Because now I'm serious, like, you know. It's better late than never, but like I'm serious about it now.
What did I always tell you should have been?
Plumber? No.
Be a good trainer, man. Mate, one of the best pad holders ever. I mean, he'd be a great coach. But, mate, I'm prepared to argue this point with anyone. There's all different types of smarts in life, guys. Like, if you're not academically smart, and
means nothing.
Yeah, man. Like, there's
Doesn't
so many.
Mean nothing. It's not the be all and end all.
That's it, mate. There's all different types of smarts, you know what I mean? And there's never been a better time in life to display that now in all different areas of life. But, mate, even though you say that, Noah, you've got a lot to be proud of, man. Like, there's a lot you've achieved and a lot you've done.
Thanks.
And no more so than having a beautiful family, you know what I mean? So,
Thank
it's
you
the
very
greatest
much,
achievement. We're proud of you. We love you, mate. And, I've enjoyed this one.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome, mate. It's good to finally have you on here to put your podcast, Cherry.
Yeah.
So once again, guys, if you have, we'll wrap it up there. If you have got some value out of the show, you feel like someone is in need of a bit of tough love and knock out that 75 hard program, you can find some information online. But please like, share, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's get as much information out there to people that need it. So,
I am the greatest. I have a dream.
Lennox, I'm coming for you.